Yo, what's up? This King Mountain 360 hitting you back with another video. Um, I recently bought my 3080, maybe like a day ago, 2 days ago. I got it on Friday, installed it. This is the showing of the install, and finally I am done. Um, the only reason why I didn't update it earlier was because I was waiting to I bought two cables for the GPU, and I didn't notice that when I bought them, I believe it was like 5 cables. It was 6 pin. It was one 6 pin, 3 8 pins in the box, and then there was a motherboard cable in there. But these three, I had a problem with one of them that didn't fit, so it left me with an 8 pin, and it left me with a 6 pin. So I had two cables that I couldn't use because these are extensions. So I had to plug it into the EVGA original power supply cord in the back, and these are only extensions. So I had to run them and zip tie them in the back and kind of clean it up. It took me a minute. I just actually finished. But I wanted to show you my setup, my computer setup, two Samsungs, and kind of give you a quick spec of the system. So this is like an updated spec. It's not too far from my original specs. The only thing is that I have like the 3080 in there. It's a 3080 overclock 12 gigs. All right. So I'm gonna start from the motherboard. I believe this is a Asus Hero 12. I think it's like a 590 motherboard or something like that. Anyway, it's a 10th gen 700K in it, cooling with a Cooler Master 280 millimeter AIO. 32 gigabytes of Gddr6x clocked at 3200 megahertz because that's what it's clocked at with the X and I enable X and P, so it's getting a full 3200 megahertz. The timings are, I think, 16 by 20 by 20 by 20 by 36. I have two 850 SSDs in there. Both of them are 120 gigabytes a piece. I have two SSDs in there. They're actually on the motherboard. I have one Western Digital that's 250 gigabytes. Then I have a second Western Digital that's 500 gigabytes. And those are SSDs. So you have two SSDs and two solid state drives. The power supply is, just like I said, it is a 850 G2. I do have my 850 P2 that I have to send back to EVGA because I think it was faulty. And once I replaced the power supply, basically what it was doing, it was shutting off on me. So basically when I shut off the power supply, when I was playing it and it was running, it started shutting off on me. So I basically just replaced the power supply with a G2 I already had on my other PC. But I'm gonna put the 850 P2 back in there, which means it's gonna be work. And I have to take this cover off. I have to take the stand off. Take this cover off where it says supercharged at. Reach back there, take the cables out, unscrew it in the back. Slide my 850 P2 back in there. Anyway. So I'm gonna give you, even though it has a GTU in there, I'm gonna give you an update on it. It's gonna have a 850 watt P2 Platinum EVGA power supply in there, because I am gonna replace it. I'm not gonna do another video. The power supply in there right now is temporary, basically, what I'm saying. A 4 terabyte hybrid hard drive is behind here with a 4 terabyte hybrid hard drive is in here with a 2 terabyte hard drive. So you got two 3.5 millimeter hard drives in there. So basically in total you have about 6 terabytes. So 6 terabytes, 10700K, clocked at 5.1 gigahertz. It is overclocked. 30, just like I said, 32 gigabytes of DDR4, clocked at 3200 megahertz. 3080 overclocked. 12 gigabytes. 8,904 CUDA cores on a 384-bit bus. With a base clock of 1860 megahertz per second. So basically also too, when I overclock it, it basically runs at about I think it's 1985 or is this 2010 megahertz, something like that, something in between that. AI cooler, the SSDs, all the attention to detail that I put into it, the stickers, I spray painted the panel in the back. Originally the case was solid white, so the plates in the back I spray painted red and the black, and I actually had those little brackets, and I had them, they were red, which I may end up switching back. I'm not sure what I kind of want to do with that. So I may just keep those little covers black and just leave it like that, because it's fine. I mean, I can switch it up at any point in time, but I think it's fine. I'm kind of just done with kind of messing with this computer. I think I'm actually finished. I don't think I'm gonna put like any more money into it, and and I think that it's sufficient enough. It's ray tracing, it's fast, it's powerful. So I'm pretty well much done. I thought about doing a AIO cooler though, and when I have enough time, it's probably gonna be an Asus cooler. These cable covers, I'm gonna keep them on there, so when I get the new cooler, I'll just put those cable covers on there because I think that'll be fine. Or if they don't work, I'm basically just gonna order some more cable covers for that. It's not really a big deal. I think those cable covers like 15-20 bucks for 2 of them. So the newer ones, they're probably gonna be a little bit skinnier to reach. Because I think those hoses on those new AIO coolers, they're skinny and long. So that's if I do it. I'll do a Asus cooler and just get rid of the Corsair, just leave it at that. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty powerful system. Put a lot of work into it. It's got the specs to match. I got about 40 games on here, 40, 45, something like that. I may have more. I don't really remember. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Give you a little scroll through of my little PC setup with the 3080 overclocked edition installed. I tried to neaten these cables up as much as I can, but actually doing that in the back is kind of a pain. And then the motherboard cable, I actually, instead of putting like the cable combs on there, I actually like it kind of just like that without the cable combs. I actually like it twisted out like that. I mean, it's fine. I think that the aesthetic part of it kind of looks great. So that part is fine. I'm not doing cable combs on the motherboard cable. So it's not gonna get any cable combs. So it's gonna stay exactly like that. So these got cable combs because I was kind of trying to even everything out and kind of make it look a little bit cleaner. At the bottom, I had to zip tie the cables, zip tie all these cords, zip tie them together. They were hanging all over the place, kind of make it look a little bit neat. So, and let's look at the inside of it. There's Asus Strix logo right there. The back plate on the GPU. All my fans has Asus Strix stickers on them in the center. They're just spinning right now. So all of that's rogged out with the Asus logo like that on the fans. Those little stickers in the middle. They had the ROG labels on them. So dedication, a little hard work. I did have two 1070s and SLI, and SLI is not the thing right now. It's not really supported, not unless you got two 3090s, but I don't know who would want two 3090s because you should be good with just one 3090. But that's it. And this has been a short video on this Sunday, July 24th of King Mounters 360 Supercharged Edition. And I'm finished. No more work, man. That's it. So like I said, I think this has been the PC and the look that I have been looking for this particular case for a very long time. I haven't had this case for a long time. I've had this case and the PC for about 2 years. So, I mean, it's not too long, but overall the aesthetics and how it's looking right now, this is how I imagined it to look after I was done with all the work and the aesthetics part of it and stuff like that. So I achieved my goal. I'm finally finished. I tested it last night. I had to use a cable, an older cable from my old graphics cards. So just like I said, I just got those cables in because I reordered just for that one cable. It's the third cable. So I had to order that, and it came in from Amazon, and I just finished maybe like 20 minutes ago. So, but I'm all done. That is it. Cooler Master case. Beast out. See my ROG label in that, boy? See that? Do you see that? You see the ROG labels? Them 2 eyes, player. Them 2 eyes. 2 eyes. Yes, sir. All right, this has been King Mounter 360. I'm about to get on some games. Play Call of Duty Vanguard. It's free this week. I think this is the last day. Get on that. Play some of that. Play a few games. Fold some clothes. Get ready for work tomorrow. This has been a video from King Mounter 360 of the 3080 install. And the PC is finally finished. Peace. Love and hair grease.